Hi everyone, welcome to another Midheaven reading where we talk about the energies of the Midheaven and what it means in your natal astrology chart. Now I'm going to go through the general themes of the Taurus Midheaven. This is a more intermediate level video. We're going to go a little deeper in our understanding. Please know this is not a comprehensive reading, as there are many layers to a career or professional reading, but this is just to give you more insights into what to look for in your natal astrology chart, especially when you have this Taurus Midheaven. So Taurus is the energy of money. It's the energy of stability and security. It wants to have something known, and the Taurus energy on the Midheaven will build and dedicate time and effort to a career that is satisfying and that is in alignment with their values. So you're looking for a career that is truly about your value system. And it's important to understand that, because that's how you will then receive the right amount of money, and you will feel satisfied, and you will feel that your needs are met when you honor this part of yourself. Now, Taurus is an earth sign, so it is all about the physical world, and it is about the five senses. So this is where you look at what you can create and express in the physical world that perhaps pertains to those five senses. It is music. It is beauty. It is anything that supports your world or your life, your daily needs. The Taurus energy wants to make something more beautiful. It wants to improve the world. It wants to have possessions and things that it owns that reflect its values. So you want to be seen as a valuable person. The Midheaven is where you are viewed by other people. It's where the 9th house and the 10th house always merge in a chart. It's the highest point of your energy, and it reflects your professional energies, what you're here to offer out into the world. And so the Taurian energies are about their value system and how you do what you do in the real world that reflects that, and then how you make money and create stability based on those values and what you find meaningful, and also a sense of, I am worth this. That is another key word for the Taurus Midheaven. It's understanding your self-worth in the world, or in a bigger way, in the world at large. It's understanding that you have value, and when you honor that in yourself, it really helps you take your gifts out into the world. Now, every time we look at the Midheaven, we also then look at what's in the 10th house. And are there any planets in the 10th house? And in this chart, we see Chiron at 17 degrees of Gemini retrograde. So Chiron is where we have a wound or a part of ourself that feels vulnerable. It's where we have more questions than answers. It's where we can feel, where do I fit in? Where do I belong? Where can I truly be myself? And when we ask those questions, Chiron helps us heal. So with Chiron in the 10th house in Gemini, we're looking at how our ideas and our thought processes can perhaps be healing to ourselves, but to more people as well, because the 10th house is what you offer out into the world. So you're healing yourself through your work, and your work is healing you. And it's a dynamic interplay when you can own this part of yourself. And in Gemini, it is the mind. So it can be those mental doubts, those anxieties or worries. Am I good enough? Am I doing this enough? Do I have enough education? Do I have enough information? Do I have the facts straight? All of these can be the things that pop up with Chiron in Gemini. So the 10th house is where you may be expressing this part of yourself. But as you start to see the Chiron influence, then you also understand the healing that is involved with it. So Chiron in the 10th house can be that person who is here to help other people heal through words, through their thoughts, through messages, through information. So this could be someone who does healing work, who is a teacher of some sort, who gives information back to others to help them. But remember, it has to be in alignment with their values and how they really honor themselves. So Taurus is ruled by Venus. So with the Taurus Midheaven, you then look to where Venus is in your chart for more information. Now in this chart, we go down here to the very bottom and we see that Venus, she's right here. She's at 19 degrees of Scorpio, and she's conjunct the IC, which is between the third house and the fourth house. Now, this is the bottom of the chart. It's the foundation of your astrology chart. It's who you are. It's the foundation of your life. And with Venus there, again, it reiterates that self-love, self-value. But in Scorpio, that can be hard to find at times because Scorpio energy can really spin an emotional angst in the deeper meaning of things. Scorpio is the researcher. It digs and digs and digs. And in Venus, she can feel unsettled. She can wonder where her place is in the world, and she looks for greater understanding. She goes into the depths of herself. So this is important to know because you can see in this chart that not only do we have Venus in Scorpio and the IC here is in Scorpio, but this person's, her moon is in Scorpio and it's conjunct. So at 9 degrees of Scorpio, the moon is conjunct Pluto at 9 degrees of Scorpio, all in the third house. So this is really big energy for this person. This is important for them on a daily basis because the moon is your daily energy. And conjunct Pluto in Scorpio, it's really about daily emotional purging and self-awareness. This can be in the lower end of the spectrum. It can be your fears that prevent you from being all of yourself. It's emotional fears. It's perhaps a roller coaster of emotions at times. But the Scorpio energy is all about finding the wisdom in the emotional experiences of life and understanding your own value that isn't based on other people. Scorpio is about other people and what we share with other people. So this can be shared money, shared resources, shared investments, like the financial resources that you have with others. It's anything that you owe, whether that's, say, insurance or a mortgage or the monies that you owe other people. But it's also about how you can blend these energies together as an alchemist. So the Scorpio energy, one of the key words is alchemy, and how you can make something more from the merging of two energies. So this person's energy in the third house is how they think. They are a deep processor of emotions. They are here to really feel deeply. They need their private space. They need their time in their head. So it's great for a researcher, an investigator, someone who wants to go deep into data and linear things, who wants to really dig in. What is going on here? How can we go deeper? How can I understand this more? So they really plunge in. And if they do it based on what they value and on what has meaning to them, they can really tap into a wealth of information and a wealth of money, because Scorpio is also a money sign. So this energy together is all about how the Tauran need for stability and money and to be viewed as valuable in the world goes down into the Scorpio energy here that's placed in the head, in the mind, using the mind for the digging, to get information, to look into data. I mean, this could be someone who does deep data research for a company, like a consultant, for example. The third house is how we think. They have to be mentally stimulated or they get bored. They have to be passionate about a topic. They have to really have that sense of, I want this, because the Scorpio energy thrives on passion and ambition. So when they're in alignment with all these parts of themselves that need a daily experience of intensity, this is someone who could even work in investigative work. I mean, I'm thinking of a detective. You know that show CSI? It's that kind of thing What's happened here? What's the mystery? I want to solve this mystery. So these are the parts of themselves they have to honor in their career. They need the ability to dig in and to find the valuable gold nuggets, to go deeper, to understand what's happening below the surface. It also can be great as someone who works with information, like an intense researcher in academics. It can be someone who researches anything, but that's what has to be fulfilled. The Scorpio energy of really digging in has to be fulfilled in their career, and then they'll stick with it and they'll go the distance with it and they'll be passionate about their life. So the task here is to find that passion, that mental passion, that mental focus that allows you to honor all the Scorpio energies. So in your chart, again, for this Taurus midheaven, you look for where Venus is. You look at what house Venus is in your chart and which sign, and that gives you more insights into how you can really honor your Taurian midheaven and make money from the gifts of Venus in your chart. So I hope this has given you some good insights, and I'll be back here soon with another midheaven reading as well as more astrological teachings. Thank you.